Welcome back to the channel, guys. Good morning. It is freezing cold over here right now in Kansas. I'm gonna go pick up this load and I'm gonna go up to Iowa and deliver it in the morning. This weather, man, it was like in the mid 70s yesterday, and today it's about 37 degrees right now and raining, as you can probably tell on the windows back there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go get this load picked up. All right. Look at that out there, man. It didn't look like this in yesterday's video. All right. Time to skedaddle. Oh, I'm like, what the? Splitter was in high range. Let's try that again, shall we? Yep, such a gloomy day today. Hated too that I had to idle last night. It just got too cold. It got down into like the mid 30s. And I can deal with it being in the 40s, but once it gets into the 30s, it just, yeah, a lot colder. Wrecker. Look at that. Cab over wrecker. I love it. Oh, yeah, it is definitely a dreary day. And windy. It is cold out there today. Darn, man. Got goosebumps. That wind is brutal. Alright. I've got to go to door 133. I like these kinds of places. I'm at Berry Plastics. And something Kansas. I don't know. Anyways, I'm in Berry Plastics, and yeah, you don't even talk to anybody at the building. They give you the door at the guard shack, and then on the way out, like the paperwork will be in the trailer. Light turns red, they're loading. Light turns green, you're good to roll out, and you just pull out. But on a windy day like today, don't pull out far, because that wind will take that paperwork right out of the back of the trailer. So I'm going to be mindful of that. But yeah, they put the paperwork in the back of the trailer, and then I take it back to the guard shack, and then we sign some bills, and bada bing, bada boom, I'm back on the road. So let's go find 133. don't want to get back out in the cold. This is one of those times I wish I was at a warehouse that opens your doors from the inside. It is cold out there. When it's cold outside. Anyway, it's funny the phrases you hear that remind you of certain songs. Alright, let's see, 128. There is 133. I'll have to go open up the door before I get lined up. Otherwise, I can't get my driver's door open. So, we're going to take care of that. Whew. And I'll leave your phone in here. I'll leave the phone in here so you all can stay nice and toasty. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my lordy, lordy, lordy. Back around in. Whew. A little bit of tight quarters here with these dropped intermodals, but we're getting it. We are getting her. Yeah, and I got a darn leak on my steering box. Had to add some fluid to her. Really hope the steering box itself isn't bad. But there's just a little tiny drip coming from the bottom of the box. We'll find out. Still steers fine, but like I said, all it is a leak, so. Alright, we are in the door. Still a green. Shut this guy down for a bit. So guys, just so you know, in case you're confused about what you do for a living, if you miss your family at all, you all just need to stop what you're doing and go home and, you know, just forget about truck driving ever again. Because if you miss your family, you shouldn't be out here. You should be ashamed of what you do because you're jerking around. You are jerking around out here as a truck driver. That's the comment that I got down below that I'm addressing right now. I'm getting tired of these comments trying to guilt me and other drivers into staying home and getting rid of the truck and stopping providing for the family in the way that we chose to. This is what we chose to do, okay? This is what we have. This is what we love. This is what our families know. It's just that simple. This is what our families know. I have been doing this since I was 23 years old. I'm now 37. I'm getting old. It's mathematically that number just gets bigger. But that's not the point. I've been doing this for a long time. You are getting awful close there, Mr. Volvo. There are a lot of positions, a lot of jobs out there, not just truck drivers, not owner-operators, nothing that has to do with my profession. And yet they are still on the road, or not on the road, but they're still away from home for days, maybe even weeks. What about oil rig? People that work on oil rigs. They're on there for 6 weeks, I think, aren't they? Something like that. 6 weeks, they make a damn good living. But they're on there for like 6 weeks or something like that. People that run on freighters in the Great Lakes. They're on there, for what, a month, maybe more. Again, they make great money. I'm sure not a single one of them have a family that they miss. What about firefighters that don't get to go home every single night? Because in the comment you said even if I was home every other day, that's not enough. So what about the firefighters that are at the firehouse for 3 days or whatever, however long the shift is. I think isn't that a firefighter shift like 3 days, something like that. What about them? Or no, is it 72? I guess so. 72 hours is 3 days. So what about them? Are they, should they quit fighting fires? Do you get what I'm getting at here? Do you see what I'm talking about? We all provide aspects of this society and provide into this economy. And if it wasn't for the people like us that sacrifice, unfortunately, yes, home time, there would not be an economy to begin with. There would not be goods on the shelves. There would not be, buildings would be burning down. There wouldn't be anybody to fight fires. You wouldn't be getting there wouldn't be any iron ore coming in on the freighters. There wouldn't be any oil. I mean, of course, granted right now we're not exactly independent when it comes to energy, but you get what I'm saying. What about people that are in the military? Huh? I know it's not exactly it's not the type of job like, truck driving and things like of that nature, being on an oil rig, but they're still getting paid to do it. They're still out there fighting for the country. Should there not be a military anymore so that people can spend more time at home? It's frustrating. Like I said, I don't get rubbed wrong very often when it comes to reading comments. I mean, making fun of, people make, there's plenty of me to make fun of. I mean, physically and mentally. There's a lot of stuff to make fun of me about. But to try to make me feel guilty for doing what I do to provide for my family, that makes you a sick person in my mind. It does. It really does. I am not the only truck driver out here that misses their family when they're gone. And I'm not going to tell you that I don't miss my family just to get you off my back, because that's just not me. I do miss my family when I'm out here. Every business owner, especially a business owner, because they have so much riding on everything. Even if they own a restaurant and they're home every day, they sacrifice a lot with their family. There's so many things they don't get to do because they're putting so much time into the business. Doesn't matter if they sleep in their own bed at night. They're not home during the day. And they're not home mentally. Even if they are home, their mind is somewhere else. All right? Owning a business is stressful. It's mind consuming and very time consuming. Doesn't matter what you do. All right? So, like I said, to try to guilt somebody because, you don't agree with what they do. I mean, like I said, think about it. Just think about it. If every truck driver stopped driving because they missed their family, how would you get your eggs and milk? How? How would you go to the store and get the clothes for your kids? How? I would argue that the vast majority of truckers out here, they probably have families. I'd say they probably do. Even if they don't have kids and a wife, they've probably got brothers, sisters, moms, dads, friends that they consider family. Should they all stop driving because there's people at home that miss them and that they miss? Should every business owner sell their business to spend more time with their family? If they sold their business, how would you have a job? Are you following my line of logic here? Too many people these days base everything off of emotion. They don't base anything off of fact. They don't base anything off of fact these days. It's all about how you feel. Business doesn't care about how you feel. Business cares about how productive you can be. And productive is time consuming. Doesn't matter what business you are in. I'd love to go open up a business where I just detail cars. I thought about doing that when I'm home, when I'm, maybe take a week off just to do that, like put my services out there on like Craigslist or something, and detail cars, when I'm home, just for fun. But even that would be time consuming. Even if I do it in my own driveway, it would be time consuming. I wouldn't be able to spend that time with my kids, and I'd be constantly looking for ways to add to it. I'd be trying to be productive. As a business owner, that's what you have. That is your mindset as a business owner. What can you do to be more productive and grow the business? That's just a natural way for a business owner to think. Something else I'd like to do is I would love to be a car broker, or like a car sales broker. Sounds kind of dumb, but I love cars. I do. I love cars. I love shopping for cars. Anytime a family member or a friend wants to go buy a car, I love to go help them look for cars, because I know what I'm looking at, and I know what a good deal is, and I know what to say. I know what to look for. I mean, aside from, tearing apart the engine and looking at the internals, but the stuff that you can look at a glance and things like that on a dealer lot, I'm good at that. And people make decent money just putting their services on somewhere, but I don't have any car sales history in my history. So nobody's going to really want to use me, because I'm not going to have the portfolio to show them that I know what I'm talking about. This is what I do. This is what I do to make money. This is how I provide for my family in the best way that I know how to. Like I said, everybody can do what they choose to do. But again, to make somebody feel guilty because they provide for their family in a way that you don't approve, well, it just kind of makes you look a little foolish, in my opinion. Because like I said, you don't look at the line of logic if everybody followed your advice. But to you, I am just jerking around out here, looking at sunsets, because I mentioned in one of my videos that the sunset was beautiful. God forbid I find enjoyment in what I do out here. God forbid I find enjoyment in things that come with my job, like seeing sunsets, seeing sunrises, seeing beautiful landscape around this country. God forbid I find some sort of enjoyment to fulfill what I miss at home. God forbid. But this is a job that we all do. This is a job that we have chosen to do. If everybody stopped what they were doing, if everybody went home, worked in a factory, made $13 an hour, well, there wouldn't be any more goods on the shelves. Not only that, but the money would be lost out of the economy, because owner-operators make pretty good money. Truck drivers in general make good money. And that good money is then put into the economy. Because of what I do, I'm able to go on nice vacations with my family. 2-week long We're going to Cancun in a couple weeks, for God's sakes. We're going to Cancun to a really nice resort that has private access to a pool on each floor in front of each room. It's a nice resort. We have a motorhome at home, when we don't use it as much as we'd like to, I'll admit, but we have a motorhome at home that we can use when we want to. That's money that we put into the economy. Granted, Cancun is not our economy, so I'm sure somebody's going to throw that at me. You went to Mexico, that's not the same thing. Well, you know what I mean. We paid for airfare to go down there. I mean, we're putting money into the economy in a way. But that's not the point. That's not the point of the matter. What I'm saying is that, we do contribute to the economy a lot more than if we were just making $13 an hour at some warehouse. So what happens when you take that money out of the economy? Everything has a domino effect. Everything has a ripple effect. And that's just the way it is. Again, you want to base everything off of emotion. And that is the thing that is wrong. That is why we are where we are today. I could go so deep into that right now. I could go so deep into why we are where we are right now, purely because of emotion. Purely emotion driven. Our country is in shambles purely because of emotion. But you don't want to hear that. This isn't a political channel. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say about that. It bugs me. Think about what you're saying sometimes. Think about it. I mean, again, I'm not just out here jerking around instead of being home with my family. I'm out here providing a good life for my family, just like every other driver that's out here. You know, I'm not going to say it doesn't suck to not be with your family at times. I'm definitely not going to say that. I'm not going to play like I'm all Billy Badass that doesn't give a crap if I'm at home or not. Of course I do. I'm a man with a family that I care for and provide for, and it sucks to not be home. It does. But that's just part of the job, and that's part of a lot of jobs in our society. So go bug one of them. Go tell them. Go tell a firefighter to, just stop fighting fires. You need to go work at Walmart so you can be home every day. Just do that. Just go work at Walmart. Be home every day with your kids. Forget about the other family whose house is burning down. Let their house burn down. Be home with your kid. You know? Be home with your kids. Stop fighting fires. Anyways, this has gone on way too long. Anyways, we're waiting to get loaded here. I'm in the door. We will check back in later, I guess. I hope you get the point. Alright, we are officially loaded. Let's go up to the guardhouse and sign our paperwork. Going on up here. Holy cow. Yeah, there's a bit of an accident. I don't know what that green truck is. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, on the left there's that truck with the lights. He's got his trailer sticking halfway out. Wow, this is insane. I guess he was part of the accident. I don't know what. I guess he was part of the accident. Yeah, he was. Huh. why nobody's getting over a little more, but oh man, truck and trailer caught on fire. Wow. Holy cow, there's nothing left of that truck. Alright, we're getting off here to stop for the night. Up here around Mason City, Iowa. At least we're out of the rain. It's always good. A couple miles away from where we deliver in the morning, so that's a good deal. Don't know where the entrance is here. I guess go this way. Looks like there's plenty of parking. Sweet. Definitely have our choice, our options. I think I'm gonna go right here. What though, that wind, I had a heck of a headwind. It's not like I need other reasons to get terrible fuel mileage. Get a little bit more over in the center. I'm in the lines, but I like to be in the center as much as I can be. There we go. Alright. I gotta go inside and use the facilities. Holy cow. Let's do it. Do it. Oh, that's a nice looking Peterbilt right there, man. I wonder if he's got fake exhaust. Oh yeah. It's a nice truck. Oh no, she's dirty. Dag nabbit, she's dirty. Doing me a little post trip, making sure my lights are still good. All right. Tires are still there. But yeah, see, like I said, man, these things still have a lot of good tread. A lot of good tread. So I'm not really too worried about them. All right, let's go inside and use, like I said, the facilities. The engine cool itself down a little bit, and then I'm going to come back out here and make some homemade dinner. Like I said, though, now I have to keep an eye on my power steering fluid. Like I said, it's leaking a little bit, so we'll get that taken care of next time I'm in the shop, I'll put it in the shop when we go to Cancun. But man, look at that. It's nice. Whew. But yeah, I'll put it in the shop when I go to Cancun, and I'll just give them a whole list of stuff I want them to do. So while I'm enjoying the sun, the truck will be getting a little bit of she'll be, you know, kind of going through a truck spa, Peterbilt spa, getting some things corrected on her. So, oh, the life of a truck driver, the life of an owner. But see, this is another reason why I really like coming up here into like northern Iowa and stuff. Truck stops seem to be a lot nicer and a lot less packed. It's a lot easier to find parking because there's less traffic. Oh yeah. Nice. It's actually not that bad out here right now, temperature-wise. God, they had so much good-looking food in that truck stop. Golly, it was hard not to buy something in there. Really hard. Thinking about coming back here with my weights. Give me a little more room back here than in the truck. I don't know why. I feel weird working out in front of people. I know my posture's horrible. A little stair stepper right here. Like, it just, I don't know, it just feels kind of weird. I'm one way on camera, but I'm kind of a little shy in person. So, you know, I don't like to... There's too many people taking pictures and making fun of people that are trying to better themselves and putting them on, like, you know, truck stop websites on Facebook. And it's like, why? You know, if you're trying to better yourself, why would you do that? Why would you do that to somebody? Anyways, yeah, so... I'm probably going to go ahead and end it right here, though. So, you guys all have a good one out there. And be safe. And survive to thrive. All that good stuff. And, yep. We will see y'all in the next video. Oh, that's a good-looking truck. See you on the next video, and yeah, just hope you guys are doing well out there. I do appreciate all the views, all the comments. I appreciate everybody on here. With that said, y'all, talk to you in the next one.